Alright, so now we're going to finish off the rims now. Before we do anything, let's go back here. Let's go into edit mode. Let's take this vertex right, this edge loop here, press X and delete the vertices. Alright, so with that done, what we're going to do next is we're going to take, I think this hole is quite too small, I don't know, but let me just get over here. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to press G twice, I want to slide it back to about here. I'm going to take all of this, press Ctrl and plus till we get here, and press X and delete the vertices. Now I want to take this one, press E and then X, and drag this all the way in to about here, and let's just press Ctrl and R here and move this up close to the top, like that, and let's keep it there for now. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's quiet out now, but now we have to finish those holes before we can do anything else. So let's get to side view, and let's see what we can do here. Alright, so we're in side view, and let's add in a mesh circle, but before we do that, let's add in a mesh circle first. So I want to add in a mesh circle, and I want to drop the number of vertices to 12, just 12, or let's go with 16. Alright, so I'm going to go with 16, come on, and I want to scale this down. I want to scale it down, I want to press G and move this somewhere here. Let me pull it in the x-axis, get to the side. Let's get into wireframe and see what we can see here. So I want to pull this over and try to put it on top of the hole that we have going on there. So let me just scale this to fit the hole very nicely like that. And I want to take this one, let's go into edit mode. Alright, so we're going to take a look here and try to figure out how much vertices we need for this. So let me just get into wireframe, and you can see all that we have going on. Now let's see, we have, I'm not sure, so there could be quite a lot going on. First off, let me see, maybe we can take this one, let's add in a shrink wrap modifier to this one first. So let's add in a shrink. Okay, we have it in there, so let's just enable it real quick. So yeah, the shrink wrap is enabled, and also I reduce the viewport of this one to 1. I'm going to reduce the render as well to 1, like that. And let's go in here, let's take this one, press Ctrl and plus once, and let's go over here and remove it from the vertex group, like that. Alright, now let's take both of them again. Let's get to side and go into edit mode. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take this one, and let's press G twice and slide it up to this point. Take this, slide it up to here. Alright, sorry about that, I had to do that. Okay, so with that done, now let's see, we're going to take from here all the way to, I don't know, here. Yeah, so we're going to take all of that. I want to press X and delete the vertices like that, so you can see what we have going on. I'm going to take this and slide it up to here, and slide it in here, take this, slide it in here, take this, slide it in, do the same with this. Let's slide them in bits by bits, and now let's see the number of vertices we have going on. So we have 16, and right now we have 12 over here. So let's just press Shift and S and choose Cursor to select it, and now we're going to get out of edit mode, take this and delete it. Now we're going to take this, go into edit mode, and let's add in a mesh circle, change the number of vertices to 16. Oh wait, okay, we already had it on 16, so that's good. Let's scale it down, we shouldn't have deleted that one, but what the hell, we already did it. So yeah, like that. And now we're going to rotate this to fit the area a little bit better, and I'm going to take the outer ones, and let's just press space and type in bridge, and let's select bridge edge loops like that. So you can see that is looking good, and we're going to take all of this and assign it to the group. Let's assign it like that, but we have to move this back so that it fits very nicely onto the surface. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to move it back. But here's what I'm going to do instead. I want to bring back that guide mesh, which is the rims guide. So let's bring that back. Should be this one. So enable this. Let's get onto the side. Let's go into edit mode. Let's make sure the snapping element is set to face, and we have project individual elements enabled. And let's press G, and let's hold Control and press Enter, like that. So with that done, we're going to hide the guide mesh again, and let's minimize it. And what I'm going to do now is to press G. Let's keep it there, and let's press F, and let's insert the face a little bit like that. Press X and delete the faces, and what we're going to do now is Let me see if I can actually, I don't know. You know, let's move things around. Let's move this around to here. And let's move this up to this point. Let's move it close to the inside. Let's move this up. Let's take this, move it out to there. Take this, move it out to there. Take this. So I'm just moving things around in this case, trying to get things looking quite good, as you can see. It's coming out very nicely. Alright, so there we go. There is our first hole. As you can see, it's looking really good. That is just the first one, and all that we're going to do now is we're going to take, let me see, we're going to take this one right here, this very one we made over here, and we're going to get to, you know, let's finish the holes, let's finish the hole, okay? So let's take this innermost edge here. Let's take a look at this, and I can't quite tell what is going on, but I think it just extrudes all the way inside, I think. Yeah. So I want to press E and then X, and I want to extrude it in. Let's remove it from the group just a little bit, just extrude it in a little bit like that. Now we're going to do that again, E and then X, extrude it in a little bit. Now I'm going to extrude it in all the way to this point, and then extrude it in again. And what we're going to do is we're going to press S and then X and type in 0 to flatten it in the X-axis, like that. I'm going to pull it out to about this point, to about here. I'm going to take this one, dissolve it. I'm going to press Ctrl and R through the middle and keep it there. So I'm going to take this one and pull it out a little bit more, like that. Let me just pull it out a little bit more. Dissolve this again and add it in right in the middle. So you can see what we have going on, and that is looking great. Let me take a look at this. I think we have a little problem here. Okay, I think I know what is going on. To fix that, I'm just going to take this edge over here. Let's press Ctrl and plus to select all of that one. Ctrl and plus again to select all of this one. Now let's take all of these. Press Ctrl and plus to select all of that one. And Ctrl and plus again to select all of that one. And I think we can remove all of it. So let's remove it from the group like that, and that should solve the problem for us. Alright, very nice. So yeah, there we go. That definitely did something. So don't worry about the imperfection we have going on here. Once we apply the shrink wrap modifier, it will get rid of it. As you can see, once we apply the shrink wrap modifier, it should get rid of that problem very nicely for us. Yeah. So let me just press Ctrl and R through here. Let me add one pretty close to the edge. I'm just going to pull it to about this point, like that. Let's re-enable the shrink wrap, and there we go. So let's finish the rest of the holes and see how this gets. So let me get onto the side view, and now I'm going to do the same process as we did with this, but this time I'm going to take this one, the one on the inside. I'm going to press Ctrl and plus until we have all of these ones selected, and let's get out of edit mode. Let's select this, press Shift and S, choose Keza to select it. I'm going to go into edit mode, get onto the side, and what I want to do now is press Shift and D to duplicate it like this, and I'm just going to press P to separate the selection, and I want to take that new selection, which is, let me see, this new selection. I want to go into edit mode, select everything. I want to press Alt and R. Oh no, the spin tool doesn't work like that, so just press the search tool and type in spin and select spin. And now let's increase the, or let's reduce it to 5, the number of steps, and increase it as a duplicate. Select it as a duplicate and type in 360 in the angle, just to have it going around it like that, very nicely like that. Alright, so with that done, you can see it's looking good. Now all that we have to do now is to cut or punch those holes in the main rim to get this going. So I'm going to go into edit mode, and I'm going to go into wireframe. Now the one over here, we don't need it anymore, so we're going to select all of that, press X and delete the vertices. And I want to take this one, take that one and press Ctrl and J. And now you know where we have to work to fix all of these holes. So we're going to go into edit mode, and let's take a look at this. So I'm going to take this one, press G twice, slide it here, take this, slide it all the way here. I'm going to slide this up all the way here. Take this, slide it here, take this, slide it here, and I think we're going to take it from here all the way to there. I'm going to press X and delete the vertices for that one. Let me just take this, I'm just going to slide it back a little bit, take this, slide it back a little bit. I'm going to take all of this, and I'm also going to take all of that. I'm going to press space and type in bridge, and select bridge edge loops, like that. And that should fill it. Hold on. That didn't work well. Why didn't it work well? How much do we have going on here? Okay, we have 14 vertices in this case. I don't know how come, but I think I can see why. Hold on. Yeah, I can see why. I can see why. How are we gonna fix this? How are we gonna fix this? So there's apparently no fix for this. There's apparently nothing we can do about this. So let's just try to press the space and type in bridge edge loops again. So I want to select both of those edges again. I want to type in the space and select bridge edge loops again. I'm going to press Alt and J to give it more quads as much as we can. And you can see this is the best we can achieve right now. But we have to try and fix this and see if we can get quads in this. This will be a little bit of a problem. I don't know how we're going to fix this. Let me see. I really don't know how we're going to fix this. How are we going to do this? 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 Okay, well, let's just leave it like this for now. And let's move on to the others. Let's finish the others and see how things get. So over here as well, you can see we already have some of them sticking to the sides already. So all that we have to do is to take this one, slide it up, take this, slide it up, take this, slide it up to here, and let's slide this forward a little bit. Slide that forward a little bit. Let's slide this forward. Oh no, maybe back, I'm not sure. So let's take all of these from here to there, I think. Press X and delete the vertices. There we go. Now we have 16. Alright, that is the good amount, I mean the amount we're looking for. And select this one as well. And press space and select bridge edge loops. Very nicely like that. You can see it's looking good. Alright, so all that we gotta do now is to move things around to make it look much more better. As you can see, it's not looking too great. Let me see. So I'm gonna take this one, press G twice and slide it here. Take this, press G twice. Slide it there. I'm going to slide this here. Slide this a little bit up. Slide this to here a little bit. I'm going to take this, press G twice, slide it here. And, okay, maybe I'll keep it down there, but I'm just going to slide it forward a little bit. Let me slide it back a little bit. Slide this forward a little bit as well. I'm going to slide this up just a little bit. That is definitely causing some problems, but I think it's good. It's actually looking great. It's making it look even better, as you can see. Yeah. So let's continue this, and I'm going to take this now, press G twice, slide it up. I'm going to slide this up as well, slide this up. Let me slide this down and slide it in a little bit. Slide this back here, slide this back here, slide this in here. I'm going to slide this up, take this, slide it up. I'm going to take this and slide it up. So yeah, you can see it's looking really great. It's pretty much the same process through all of it, so I might actually time-lapse the rest out. Hopefully you guys are able to get it out, because I've showed you all what could happen with the rest of it. You could get triangles or you could get quads, whichever way. You should be able to handle it now that I've showed you how you can do it. So let's time-lapse this out. Alright, so once you have all that down, let's see if we can try to fix this one over here. I think I may have actually gotten a fix for it, and that is to, let's select all of the faces that we added in. Let's select everything. Let's see, all the way around. Nope, not the ones on the inside. All the way around to there. Let's press X and delete the faces like that. And I want to take these two and press X and delete the vertices, including this one. Now we should have 16 vertices now, just like that. And I'm going to press G twice, slide this here. I'm going to slide this back in here and a little bit down. And I'm going to take everything and take all of these press space and select bridge edge loops, and that should fill it in fine, just like the others. Now we're gonna move things around, just like we did with the others. Alright, so let's see. So as you can see, I'm just moving things around to fix it even better. Very nice. Let me just slide this up a little bit more. Slide this in here, like that, and pretty sure that would do it. Let me just slide this here. Let me slide this up, like that. And I'm pretty sure that should do it. Alright, so there it is. You can see the very first set of holes. Now we have to do the same thing for the ones in the middle. I don't know how much vertices we're going to need for that, but I'm pretty sure we're just going to be getting rid of only one vertex, which is, for example, just this vertex we have going on here. We're just going to get rid of this one, and maybe just get rid of this one. For each and every single one of it, we're just going to get rid of a vertex. Hopefully that works out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how much we have between this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 between these ones. Okay, that is bad news. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That might be a problem. Well, we'll try to get it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that one is also 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is also 6. And the rest is just 5. So let's begin with this one, alright? So I want to take this, press X and delete the vertices, as you can see. I want to take all of this. You can see we have 8 vertices going on. Let's press Shift and S and choose cursor to select it. Let's add in a mesh circle. Change the number of vertices to 8. Like that. And I want to minimize this. And let's scale that down. Let's scale that vertices down. Scale it all the way down to be about the same size as the hole. And just move it to fit on top of it like that. So you can see this is looking good. And all that I'm going to do now is to bring that guide mesh again. Get onto the side. Let's press G, hold Control, and press Enter. Let's get rid of that again. And let's see. Let's take everything now. And let's press space and select bridge edge loops again. Alright. So you can see that is looking good. That is looking good for the first hole. Now let me see. I'm going to take all of this and let me just extrude it in the x-axis. You know what? I think this is what we should have done with this instead. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't know if that is a good idea. You know, let's keep it that way. I wanted to actually use the bevel modifier in these areas, but we're only going to use it maybe on these ones, or maybe not at all. So let's get onto the side and let's see. Let's press F on this, and let's insert the faces just a little bit, like that. So about there, press X and delete the faces, and let's zoom in. And what we're going to do now is, we're going to press, let me take all of this and let me move it out a little bit. So press G twice, move it in, and press C to constrain the angle. And let's pull it out just a little bit like that. That should be good enough. Now let's take all of this. Let's go into edit mode. Let's press E and then X. Extrude this in a little bit like that. Let's move it in a little bit more. And let's remove that from the vertex group. So remove, press E and then X again. Extrude it a little bit like that. Let's press E and then X. Extrude this in all the way. And let's just press S and then X and type in 0. And I think we're gonna have to fill this one in. I'm not sure. Let me pull it out a little bit. Oh, let's pull it in. Let's pull it in. Let's pull it in about as far as the wheel nuts holes. And I don't know, maybe we'll have to fill it, but I'm not sure. Let's fill it. Let's fill it like that. Press I to insert the faces. Or maybe I should just add it to the bevel. I'm not sure. Let's add in one now, very close to it. Press E and then F. Let's move it in very close to it like that. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Let's do this ourselves. So press G twice, press E and then F. Align it with that side and pull it close to it like that. Now let's take all of this. Press I, insert it to about there, and that should do it very nicely like that. Now we're just going to take this one, press Ctrl and plus, and then let's assign those to the group. very nicely like that. Alright, so you can see that is looking great. Now this should work for all of the ones that have a single, 5 vertices between each of them. So let's take, let me see, let's take all of this, press Ctrl and plus, all the way to there, I think, no, all the way to here. Let's get onto the side. Again, let's get out, press Shift and S, choose Keza to selected, and let's go into edit mode. So let's see, we're gonna take, let me see, this one has 6 between it, so that won't work. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That won't work. Let's take a like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will work. We're going to take this and delete the vertices. Now I'm going to go back in here, take all of those, and I'm going to press Ctrl and plus till we have all of these ones selected. I'm going to press period, change the pivoting point to 3D Keza. I'm going to press Shift and D like this, and I'm going to rotate this. Hold down the Control, or hold up, let's change the snapping element to increment, and then let's rotate this, hold on the Control, and then let's rotate this to fall in a hole like that. Maybe we're gonna have to rotate it a little bit more, so let's do that. Make it fall about in the center like that, and let's rotate the main thing itself. But first of all, let's change the pivoting point back to boundary box, or pivot, no, median point, and let's rotate this to follow or fall onto the vertex alignment very nicely like that. And now we're going to take the edges or the outer ones, press space and select bridge edge loops like that. And that should look great for that one as well. As you can see, very nice. So all that I'm going to do now is, as you can see, we have a little bit of a problem here. So I'm going to take this one, press Ctrl and plus till we have all of these ones selected. I don't know what that is. Let me see. Let's press Ctrl and plus again. And let's pull all of those ones in a little bit just to give it. Oh, here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to dissolve these ones. Alright, so I'm going to dissolve them very nicely like that. And let me see. I think we have both of these assigned to it. So let's assign it to the group. It's already assigned. I'm going to copy and apply the shrink wrap modifier right now. So let's make sure nothing is wrong. Okay, everything is good. So I'm just going to copy and apply the shrink wrap modifier real quick. Let's put it off and make sure that it didn't cause any problems, which it didn't. Alright, so everything is still looking good. Yeah, and then let's enable that again. So that should move this one to the surface very nicely for us, as you can see. And I'm just going to press Ctrl and R in here, press E, align it with that side and pull it in very close like that. And I'm just going to remove it from the vertex group like that. And now I'm just going to go into wireframe, add one in the middle, remove that as well. Very nicely like that. Alright, so that is looking good. That worked for that side. It's pretty much the same process I'm going to do for the third area with 5 vertices in the middle, and I think it's this one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'm going to take this one, press X and delete the vertices. So I'm probably going to time lapse this out. Alright, so that was the last one with the 5 vertices, what do you call it, combination in the middle. So the rest, as you can see, have about 6, they have 6 vertices in each of them, so that is going to be a completely different approach. Let me see, let's take all of these. If we take all of this and then we delete it, as you can see, we have 12 vertices this time, not 8. So we're going to have to get this right, and I don't know. We can actually do this in such a way that we could, let's take these ones, okay, and then let's try pressing G twice, and let's move it here, and let's take this, press G twice, and see if we can move it to the middle to about here, so that we can now get rid of this vertex here. And you can see we have 8 still going on right now, just like the others. Let's try doing it that way and see if that works. So let's go down here and let's take these vertices, the ones we're going to duplicate. Let's get onto this side. I'm going to press Shift and D with the pivoting point set to, 3D cursor. We're just going to rotate this. I'm trying to get it to the middle as much as possible. You can see what we have going on. That is the line we have going on over here. So I'm trying to get it to that point as much as possible. And you can see it's pretty close. It's very close and nice. So let me see. I'm just trying to take a look at something here, make sure everything is looking good. And as you can see, it is. So let's take this one now. We're going to press G twice and pull it back a little bit more. I'm going to pull this back as well. I'm going to pull this up. I don't know. And let's pull this back as well. So let's pull it back to about this point. We're going to take this, pull it back to here. We're going to take this, pull this back to there. Let's pull this up. Press G twice, C, pull it all the way here. Take this, press G twice, pull it here. I'm going to take this, slide it down, take this, slide it down. Now let's take everything here, press space and select bridge edge loops. And that should work very nicely for us without any problems, as you can see. So yeah, it worked. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm just going to balance things out a little bit better by sliding things around. As you can see, they're not quite balanced out. Very nice. So yeah, there we go. So you can see that worked very nicely. Now all that we have left is the area down here. We're going to do it pretty much the same way. And let's see. So I don't know, I think we can even get rid of these vertex only. Or no, it needs to be in the middle. So we're going to slide this. Let's slide this one instead, all the way here. Take this one and slide it all the way there. Let's take this, slide it all the way here. Take this, slide it all the way there. Slide this in a little bit. Slide that in. So this is going to be on 30 minutes, and I'm pretty sure you guys might not like that, but I don't have any choice. I want to finish this. So let's take this one and press X and delete the vertices, and let's go in here again. Take all these, Control plus, all the way to this point. Press Shift and D, duplicate it. Press R, hold Control, and let's rotate this. Try to get it to the middle as much as possible. I think that is about the middle. Eyeballing it. Yeah, so I think that is about the middle. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit to this point. Very nice. So now let's move the vertices or the corresponding vertices around to get this looking just the way we want it to. I'm going to slide this up a little bit. Slide this back to there. Slide this back to there. Press G twice, C, slide this all the way here. Press G twice, slide it here. Take this, slide it there. Take this, slide it here. Take this, slide it back. Now let's take everything. We have 8 over here. We're going to take the 8 over here, press space, and select bridge edge loops, just like we did with the others. And then again, let's balance things out. So let me just slide this all the way here. Slide this up. Slide this here and there. Let me just move it in a little bit. Slide this here. Slide this there. And I think it's pretty balanced out now. Alright, so there we go. Those are the holes. And now we have to fill the ones on the back as well. So let's take all of these. Take all of these holes over here. All of these holes. And we're going to press F to fill all of them. I'm going to press I to insert the faces for each of them. Just a little bit like that. I'm going to press I again to insert it. Just a little bit like that. And that should be looking good. That should be looking good. Alright, so there we go. So I'm just going to insert it one more time. Pretty closer, and press X and delete the faces. And nice. There's our rim. Looking good. So all that we're going to do now is to apply the shrink wrap modifier. And then we should be good. So I'm just going to apply the shrink wrap modifier. And that is giving us some problems. I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to keep the shrink wrap modifier on. So let's press Ctrl Z to bring back the shrink wrap modifier. Because We need to keep it on to have this surface looking quite nice, as you can see. Or we could just apply it. I mean, it's not too much of an imperfection. It's metal, and sometimes metal have these kind of surfaces at areas like this. So yeah, I think it's looking alright. It's not a problem. So we'll keep it that way. Just apply the shrink wrap modifier, because I wanted to apply it so that we had this bevel going on here. Because with the shrink wrap enabled, you can see it makes it sharp for those bevels. So I just had to get rid of it to make sure that bevel looked right. So you can see that is looking good, and that is not going to do it for the rim, because again we have the middle area here going on. We're going to have to finish that as well. So I'll end the video here. In the next video we'll try to get that in, and then that should pretty much complete it. So see you guys in the next video.